Good morning, everybody. It is a beautiful Thursday morning here in rural France, and I have a day off, an actual, genuine day off. So I decided to make a day for myself. So if you like pretty little French towns, lovely French food, and spectacular countryside, you're in the right place. This is the vlog for you. My mother rang me today, which isn't unusual. What was unusual about it is she usually rings me in the evenings. So when I got a call from her this morning, I was like, what's this about? So she said, you know the way you're coming back to Dublin in a couple of weeks? I said, yes. And she said, would you be able to bring me back, wait for it, a bookcase and a kitchen dresser? Now, I am driving back to Dublin in a couple of weeks. And a few weeks ago, some friends of mine who moved here a few years ago said, we have a vehicle that we need to get back to Ireland. Would you be able to bring it back for us? And I said, yeah, no problem. You sort it all out. I'll drive it back, no problem. So they're in the process of sorting all that out at the moment. And I might be bringing that back for them. In which case, I will have room for a bookcase and a kitchen dresser. So the thing about rural France that you may or may not know is that it's dotted with like second-hand shops, bricants, all sorts of good stuff. And you can get like old French furniture for pretty cheap. Like stuff you'd pay serious money for in Ireland or even England, you pick up here for nothing. So I said I'd have a look for her, see what I could find. So I might try stopping off in a few bricants today if there's any around and seeing if I can find her a bookcase and a dresser. So at the moment I'm kind of in the middle of nowhere, looking for an old bridge that was apparently blown up by the resistance during the Second World War, so the Germans would not be able to easily traverse the Creuse. Apparently it's around here somewhere. I'm 5 minutes away, I'm at altitude, and I'm looking for a bridge over a river, so this should be interesting. So in June of 1944, when the Germans were retreating back from Limoges, a group of Maquis, the resistance, who had taken up residence in a local village, decided to blow up this bridge to hinder the retreat of the German army. The river is called the Thorian, and there's a town just up that way called Pontarlier, which is a bridge over the River Thorian. And I might see if I can head that way and find a bit of lunch. Well, that was a lovely spot of lunch. €18. You get a starter, main course, cheese board, dessert and a coffee. And I had a little demi-fraise, which is like a small glass of beer with some strawberry syrup in it. Right, off we go again. That way. Better see if I can hunt out some sort of bookcase and kitchen cabinet thing for my mother. I'll tell you something for nothing. Driving through rural France, middle of the countryside, on a lovely sunny day, there is no better feeling in the world. Okay, so no bookcases or kitchen dressers, but I mean, he had an R2-D2. How cool would that R2-D2 be buzzing around my little workshop? It moved and everything, he just hadn't got it charged up. Like, it's in a village, in the middle of nowhere in rural France. And I walk into this basement of an old house, and they're looking at me, his R2-D2. They wanted 1,900 euros for it, though. I mean, yeah, exactly. I'm not spending 1,900. I don't have 1,900 euros to spend on an R2-D2. R2-D2. Right, off we go. Well, thank you for watching today's vlog. I had a lovely, relaxing day. It was brilliant. And then I came home and I had a sleep in my hammock. So it was just perfection. Tomorrow I'm going to do a bit of strimming from a neighbour because the weather seems to be pretty good at the moment. So I'm going to get this all set up, make sure I have enough fuel, get all my bits and pieces together so I can chuck them all in the back of the tractor tomorrow and head on over there. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.